Greetings Soulswind here and welcome to Let's Play Infinifactory. We are on resource site 902.42 and the puzzle name is Aerial Combat Shuttle. And we are actually on the very last puzzle of the default game. I think there's an add-on on top of the default game, and when you buy the default game it just comes together. My version is on Steam though. Anyway, let's see what this puzzle is. So we need to produce a shuttle, and look at this. This is really unique, isn't it? We have got 2 supplies from here and 2 supplies from here, like that. So what we want to do is we want to make this one using individual blocks. So if you see here, when it comes out it rotates and waits, which is really sad though. Like seriously, it just waits there. So that is like cycle score. That's like cycle score sacrificed right away. And unfortunately there is a cycle score achievement to be had over here. So if you have these like waiting, that's not good. That's really not good. And the cycle score limit is 320. So it's not good. I need to reduce this to 0 though. This is the thing. Let me just make sure that it comes in properly. I don't know why my cycle score was modified for some reason. Okay, it goes in there. Goes in there. Oh. Okay, so that's okay. So now I'm gonna show you how it works over here, starting from here. Firstly, I've got all these engines coming out and then gets welded as a 3. And then gets moved along. Like I said, I don't want to optimize too much, just a little bit. And then you see there's this thing waiting there because it has to wait for this to come in. Like this one has to come in before the engines come in to fill up. So the engine comes over and waits. So these get in here and then gets added to this part, moves along. So how did it move along? Let me continue from here first. This one goes block by block, welded as a 2 block, and then fills in this part. As a 2 goes in here for 1 layer, goes in there, gets pushed along, which is not necessary. Okay, so this mechanism here, this entire system here was to avoid this sensor, because at that time I didn't want this sensor to be open and for everything to go through, so that was silly of me. Anyway, goes in there and then pushes it across when it's down there. Over here, this sensor, when it's across, triggers this one to fall directly on it, and then trigger this sensor that will unblock the blocker, and then moves in there. Meanwhile, one of the engines will be here waiting, one of the turbines will be here waiting. So that thing, that conveyor belt just moves it along to there. Okay, and then it waits there. Okay, the next engine comes in here, moves it along, goes inside, and it waits. It stays here waiting until the next one comes in. Then it moves. By having that one, okay, the turbine pushes it in, where it moves further in front, gets in touch with this conveyor belt, therefore these will be unnecessary as well. Anyway, it goes in here, goes across here, goes up like that with the lifter until it reaches this one. Maximum height, gets pushed across to here, where it continues to go higher, like that. Reaches the maximum height of here, then it gets pushed across, goes even higher until it reaches here, gets pushed across, and then just clears this part by a little bit, rises even higher until maximum height, gets pushed across using this one, goes in here and falls in place to be attached to the front part, and then goes in there. So the front part is here. It gets rotated like that, okay, and then waits there for the next piece to come out. Then it moves along to here and waits for 2, and then gets welded and goes in here. So this one also is a 2x2, so it waits for 1 more after rotation like that, gets lifted up there, okay, goes across to here, and then is lifted and kept in place by this lifter. This one comes in, gets lifted, welded, and pushed, and then continues along here. That goes in there and goes in there for submission, and that's about it. Like that. So the next one goes there, that one comes up, and then goes in there for submission. We've got 4 more. Let's go observe these other things. So that thing moves it across over to the front. Could have had a detector to push it along. That's the last one, I think. No delay here, because there's plenty of delay over here already, and therefore the cycle score is really bad. Oh no, that's not the last one. This is the last one. So the cycle score is way above what I want. Ta-da-da-da, 485. I need it at 320. 165 to deduct. Book score, footprint score, generally average, so we are doing good on that faculty. But this one, the cycle score, way too bad. So we need to improve it. So I'll see you back here and we'll work on this solution. So we're back here and I've decided to just redo the solution. Why? Because the thing is that, you know, if you get this to rotate and wait, it's not good. So I don't want this to be like rotating and whatnot. Like seriously, I don't want the rotation. So let's see, maximum input rate, yeah. Even then, we should not let it rotate and wait. It should be here. Like that, and then maybe just have a lifter immediately put here, because that's the bottom part, right? So I wonder how tall I need that to be. Maybe here. Wait, hang on. So that part is the front. So where's the front? This is the front, is facing there. And that part is also facing the right direction. So it can go in the right place, can it not? Let's see. Have it come in here. Go here too. Gets welded. Detector. And the pusher. See? See? OMG. Look at that. And when it's moved across, weld it and get it ready to move. Get it ready to move. Just have a blocker retract when it's here. Just have a blocker retract itself when it's here, right? A sensor that retracts the blocker. No, I don't know if I want to have that thing above coming here. That's either footprint or block. That's either footprint or block, so I'll choose footprint instead. Looks good. Don't get pushed. Because anyway, it's gonna take one more footprint, whether it's being pushed or not. It's gonna take one more footprint. Just gonna make sure it doesn't move like that. And then we need to rotate it. Here. Uh-oh. No, not like that. Maybe here. Oh, excuse me? No? Then it's going to take 2 footprint going across, so no way. Let it go by 1 footprint first. Because we get the advantage of using this, and then we'll rotate it when it's nearer. Okay, we'll just rotate it when it's nearer. Over here. And maybe we can place the block around here, because when it comes over here, it's too fast, too many. Now, we'll leave that be. That's done. Let's see. Send them all over here. So all it takes is like 2 footprint. I know I'm sacrificing a lot of like blocks over here, but that's better than footprint, because like all you can do is probably just have remove 2 blocks every 3 or something like that, because the thing is that it looks weird like this, okay? So you can only separate every alternate block of conveyor belt, or maybe here every 4 blocks you have 1 conveyor belt, something like that. So it's not good. Oops, yikes, I keep using the shift key. So let it move along here, right? And yes, I am going to cost a lot of blocks to move it like that. Is it wise? Can I fix it first before sending it over? I mean, I'm trying my best to get myself better footprint score as well. And also cycle score. If I were to weld them first, this can be welded in advance and then just move across effectively and efficiently. Sure. Sure, let it move out even more. Just a little bit more. we'll have pushers. Like that. Okay, and then like that. Like that. Yep, that's it. See? Much easier, much more efficient, right? Basically, yeah. So less waiting time, of course. If not, what I have to do is like this, okay? Rotate it here. And then send it along. Like that. Okay, you guys come over here so that I save some footprint as well. Okay. So what I have to do then is, let's say I don't want to like waste too much of a footprint, then I have to do it this way without sacrificing too much on the cycle score. Just move it along. And you see the next part is like waiting because it cannot rotate. See that? That's waiting time. That's waiting time right there. That's waiting time. So it's not really good. It's not really good. Like, you are wasting time waiting. Like literally wasting time waiting. Otherwise I can have just like 3 and then every 3 I'll move it and then everything waits. Every 3 I'll move it, everything waits. Regardless, I think it's better to let them build up the reserve. I think we can still satisfy the cycle score thingy. And then we'll leave these here and not let it go down. Oops. Okay, we'll leave it here for now. What's my plan? What's my plan? Have one go one side, have one go the other side, so maybe have some conveyor belt thingy change its direction and whatnot. It's 3, if I'm not mistaken. It's 3, right? 3. Okay, good. 3. So it goes here. Okay. Gets welded. Oops. It then goes off. When it's here, gets rotated. Oh no. Wrong direction. Moves along. As usual, I need this one. So yes, I am using quite a bit of blocks. Wait, is that okay? Good. So now my idea is not let them fall all the way down, because like, you know, falling down, going back up, those are all time. Where they are, leave them there. So anyways, oops. Send them over. So that thing arrives real early. Gets lifted by a lifter. This thing arrives here, needs to be rotated. That needs to be rotated as well. I would prefer the rotation to come in earlier. Then have something to move it along. This one also gets rotated sooner. And then gets lifted over here. Let that go further. Like that. And have a blocker retracted when the outer one is there. Oh, that's good enough. I think I want the rotation to be like that and then like that. So that it's one notch apart to allow this to wait here. So that can be welded. Okay. And then is there going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4 enough space? Okay, good. If I were to make it weld like this, then I need the other one to not. 3. Definitely not enough. Give it some more space. Why would I need to have it so far in front, right? Move back by 2. That's it. So I need these welders to be here. Like over here. Okay, once this is here, the detector from here will say that, hey, these two need to go there, right? So while this is getting ready to go in there, it waits for those to come in. Here. This will activate this one. Oh wait, no. It's gonna go up from here, right? So best thing to do is still to just sacrifice 2 footprint. That's it. Oh, okay, no. Yep, sacrifice a few footprint. Wait, no. Change this to a pusher. Lift it up when it needs to be lifted up. Yeah. Like that. Then, the same thing will be going over here to say that, hey, you go there. You go there. Oh wait, no. The same thing can say, hey, I'm gonna rotate you right now. The other way. And then you go there. So something will receive it from there, right? Oh, okay, it has to go here, just in case it blocks anything. Uh-oh! What? Sure. What else? What else can I do? This should be fine, right? Doesn't get to rotate because of the direction it has to be rotating in. Okay, it gets received from that side and then moves along. Right? Moves along. So, here. Right? As long as it rotates, it gets received on this side. And just moves. I hope. Let's see if that's the right timing for rotation. That's it. Send it way further to see if the second one will rotate. Good, that's it. And then make it rotate here. And then just have this one receive it. Send it over to here. let it get rotated again. Now on the other direction. I don't think the other direction will work because the one that's coming behind is gonna just mess things up. So this might be the better option. Oh, okay, that's totally fine. Good. It works. Good. Now there's nothing pushing it across, so I think I might need something here. No, it will disrupt the rotation, so I better not. Will that mess anything up though? When this is here, I need a detector to say, hey, it's time to move. So I have a detector over here, which will then get in touch with the one on top, which will then be bad. So this needs to detour way off. I just hope it's gonna help me get the achievement though. Like seriously, I just hope it does. Detector goes here, not detector rail. Then this detector will be telling detector can be here. It will tell the pusher to push this one in. And say that, hey, it's time to move. No. This is here. Like that. So this conduit just simply detours a huge amount for the sake of giving these some space. Well, even more. Confusing, eh? Better? Even better? Yeah. Yep, that's it. Instead of going there, I wanted to go straight over there. So then I need something to receive it. To go all the way inside and then have this go in here with a lifter over here. Wait here. No. Wait here. I mean, why not, right? It's gonna be occupied anyway, so we're gonna have another lifter when it goes in there, and these two are gonna get welded together while it goes in there. I just hope that it can rotate. Good. Good. Yep. Goes in there. Raises up. Gets welded. Gets sent in there. That's it. That's it. Right? This is good enough a height to send in there. I'm amazed at myself. Wrong side. This side. Yep. Goes up here. Then there's a conveyor belt that sends it across over to here. No way, not here, but here. Yep, I can have one pusher over here. Temporarily, okay? Temporarily. I'll find a better way to attach that thing. So the pusher needs to be higher, and then the sensor is one block higher. And then this one attaches all the way to the top so that it doesn't use any footprint and whatnot. That is so much lesser waiting time. 3 at 100. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Is this right? No. I was just lazy. Oh my goodness, are you serious? So you see those, they take quite long to arrive, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not good. Not good. It needs to be able to like stock up on things, like basically have a bit of leeway to like have some backlog. Oh no, okay, once rotated it has to be like that. Yep, that's it. Just nice. That's all I need. Like that. Once rotated, that's it. You cannot, like, have too much. Maybe I can just leave it here. So that I have one more. Yeah, I think that's better. So at least it doesn't block the way. Alright, the temporary things I think have all settled. All these are all permanent. How about this one? Yeah, it needs to be like that. Yep. Next. This sure uses some space, but this one can be improved upon. Right? Like that. And then this one, every alternate one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One off, right? Sure. Leave it here. Hang on. Leave it. Wait. Does it go in there? Let's see. Let's see if it goes in there entirely, though. It has to go in there entirely. No, it doesn't. So let's have one here, and then let's send it in. That's all. And like that. Oh. Wait, what? Whoa, wrong side. Wow, this messes things up real bad. Okay, can I change this then? Can I change this then? Because the direction will matter. So it's gonna take a little bit more time, that's all. Yep. I don't see any problem with that. So that's it. We'll need to wait for a few to go in to see if there's any like delays in something. Yeah, those are just like not waiting for each other, so there really isn't any sort of delay because these things are not waiting for each other. The only waiting time was here. This was the only waiting time over here. Like 2 times the waiting. Okay, maybe a little bit of waiting time for the rotation as well. So that was the delay over there. Three more. Do we get it? If it's okay, I'll. Oh my god, so close. 317. We got it. So close. Well, anyways, yeah, now our footprint score is way better. Block score deteriorated for some reason. Maybe because of all those conveyor belts and whatnot, you know? Yeah. Cycle score definitely way better. For this tiny bit of sacrifice, I think it's worth it. And I think I'll show you exactly what's going on there. So let's go and see how this thing works now. Basically, I think we'll just cover this one first. So we have got the two parts. This blocker blocks everything. The one that's supposed to be on top, the cockpit, stays there, goes up straight upon coming out, then goes there and goes there, drops down and pieces together and just waits for the next part of the cockpit. So you know what this does anyway. So when it goes there, it triggers this thing to unlock, because that's the second one. Wait, hang on, over here, yeah, that one. Because this one will only trigger when this is there, and this can only be over here at the sensor when the first one pushes it along. So it goes here, gets rotated, and comes here to wait. There needs to be a backlog because of all those things that are coming in from afar. So how do they come in? Well, firstly, the engines just come in here, gets welded as a group of 3, and then gets sent over there after rotating to save some footprint. This one comes up quite rapidly, like that. As a 6, it gets pushed away, and then gets rotated here, and then sent along, welded, rotated, and sent along, like that. So they all travel along this way into here. Okay, that one gets rotated and then sent over and then risen up. This one just crosses like that. Okay, here gets rotated. Well, the first one goes in there and just goes here. This one does the same action, goes in there, but it waits here, so this is in time to rise up here, no problem. That one moves it across, triggers this sensor that says, hey, this is enough for one level, so the rest of them, please go away. Don't come here. Go there. Yeah. Meanwhile, the next one comes in here and rises up, and how does it do that? Well, this sensor, okay, this sensor causes this one to go in there. So it's there. Now we've got one engine. It says, hey, I want the next engine on the other side, so I'm gonna lift it up sooner. So yeah, it's here. So it goes there. And then goes in there. When it goes up, it triggers this, because this is like extended out at the back, so it will get triggered only if this one comes in here. The rest are fine. This only gets triggered once by this thing, and then when it does gets triggered, it extends this pusher to send the belt in here. That will cause this thing to move by one block, which will then cause this to get in touch with this belt, and then the entire thing moves here, gets lifted up from here, and these things will come in here like that. So it gets welded. So you remember those two that came in from the other side? Okay, it goes there. Let me go other side and see. Yeah, all these rotations just meant to save footprint and all that. Okay, it goes there. Rotated, goes in there, and then goes up there. And this is already there waiting. So it's interesting because it stays here, doesn't move until the next one comes in, gets welded, then the entire thing is ready to move to receive the cockpit. And then it does come in here, gets the cockpit, and the engine radiator or something like that, or weapons or whatever, then gets moved along to here where it goes in there like that. So this gives us the achievement. Barely. Any more delays, it would not work. So you can see there's a bit of waiting time over here, this one, while the rest comes in to get ready. So maybe I can just alternate. No, it's not gonna work. It's not really waiting too much, like it's just one after the other and the timing is almost there. Not much of a difference actually, so. And everything happens around here too, so yeah, we can just see everything. Oops, ta-dang, that's it. So that's what's the last one. Yeah, let's show again. This part especially. Okay, I'll forward it a little bit. So, because this one is at the highest height, so we make use of that. And when the next one comes in, it pushes it just one block higher. Cool, isn't it? Ta-da! That's it. That's it for this puzzle. We have our achievement and we can take the combat shuttle back home. Right? This is for us, right? So, yeah. Finally. No, this is not symbolic. Finally. We can look to the sky and say that we're going home. Or are we? Maybe not. Maybe not yet. I don't know. No, really, honestly, no. Not yet. Not yet. So I've not decided if I want to include the expansion set on the channel and record and upload those videos. I've got all those puzzles completed, but I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but those puzzles, they're mostly optimized already. I've tried my best to optimize them, and I won't be doing optimization. I'll just be featuring my solutions, and they might not be the best, they might not even be good, but those do not have any achievements tied to them, so it's okay. Just have fun and just look at the solutions if I do feature that one. Puzzle games are a little bit different though, so, well, we'll see. But this is the last puzzle of the default set of puzzles, so if I do add the expansion set, I'll see you on the next episode. Otherwise, that's it for this series, and regardless, it's been many puzzles, so thank you for supporting this series up till now. If you've been watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support, and I hope you'll enjoy the next episode if I do feature the expansion set, or if not, the next series that will come out after this ends. That's it. That's all I have for now. Have a nice day.